Hello, bonjour, Savan. How are we today? It is Saturday, September the 6th, 2025, here in beautiful southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the shores of Lake Huron. Just heard the Canadian geese go overhead a few days ago, so that is our first sign of fall or autumn here. Haven't been on for a while. Haven't received any nudge until today. I imagine that has to do with our full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces tomorrow, September the 7th. Both I've heard from others it's 11:11 a.m. Well, we'll have to check that out. What I've been hearing today that I haven't heard before is that I'm walking between the parallel lines. So there's a lot to do with the splitting of the timelines. There's a lot to do with the higher, I'm hearing it in two ways. One way as a hierarchy of lines of time, and also the higher dimensional lines of time. So there's going to be a juxtapositioning of the truth of the higher lines of time, and there's going to be lower delineations of the lower lines of time. So our split is divine. Okay, in other words, it's part of the process of the ascension line of time. So what we're going through is divine. I know with us in 3D, and we look around at what's going on the planet, on your world, and it's like, doesn't seem very divine. But this is part of the timeline shift. It's part of the timeline lift. So we're lifting the third dimensional conscious awareness into the fifth dimensional mind of time, which is the fifth dimensional sign of time. It's a new lineage line. So we're between lines of time. If you're trying to straddle it like we did years ago, that's not going to function very well for you or for us as a collective. It's not going to go over well. We're at the point where we are releasing, we have to, or we don't shift, have to release our own little hell where we don't feel very well. The shifting into the higher lines of time that are divine give you a different sense of time. It gives you a different sense of your soul purpose, of your higher mind. It gives you that release or relinquishing of the older timeline. So tomorrow, with the portal of the lunar eclipse and then the solar following that in 2 weeks, which will be in Virgo, it's partial solar eclipse. In between these two divine lines of time, marching on, as time does, as they say, in between these two divine lines of time, there's going to be another interdimensional mind. There's going to be an accosting of the old sign of time and a transmutation of that old lower line. And then there's going to be a third dimensional mind that will assess the current timeline. If that assessment is of the divine, then your people, will shift into their higher divine collective line of time, individual and collective. Can't separate them. One affects the other. One is actually interrupted by the other. So it has to be a truly cosmic line of time shift into your higher dimensional mind. This is a new ray of time. Right? This is going from the 4th to the 5th, and into the sixth dimensional mind or lines of time. This is a frequency that is divine. We've heard this for a long time. But now this shift, or these shiftings of our old world into our new, that transmutation from the old point of view into the new, that's been a long time coming. But now it's seen as running. So it's on the run. So in other words, it's faster now. It's speeding up. There's no timeline discharge of the old line or sign of time anymore. It's progressing on. So the progression of the series of light timelines, the interdimensional minds of time, they're all relegating to the higher dimensional mind. So this is a shift that will take some time, but it's now a quarter of the line of time. It's made its ascent into the diamond mind. Okay. So that's where we're at. We're in the fifth dimensional mind if you are transcending time. So there's that if. So again, the individual affects the collective. Where is your genetic ray of time? Where is your fifth dimensional mind? Is it on the ascension line of time? Have you already transcended into that higher mind? So now we're lifting the grave. We're paving a new way to a new resourceful day. And there will be more complications on the way. Okay. So it's not an easy road of ascension. It's like we're plowing our way through or forward, and I'm seeing a snowplow. But there's a lot more that we can do. There's a lot more to do. If we want to transcend these timelines, these wavelengths of time, we are going to have to be more divine. So we're going to have to lift our higher mind, our third to our fifth dimensional line or sign of time. We have to shift into that interdimensional line of time. So there are many lines of time. There are many cosmic signs of time. There are many interdimensional cosmic rays of time. It's not just one. In linear world, we tend to think it's just one and it's all about us. Kind of narcissistic in a way, a narcissistic approach. But there's a lot more interdimensional lines of time than what we have been talking about or speaking about or prophesying about before. There are many more. There's more than 4. Now we're closing out one of those lower doors of time, and now we're transcending into the higher divine line of time. It reverberates down your timeline to a new sign. So it changes signs, it changes time. Every time you change your thought waves into a higher dimensional mind of time, you are creating new thought waves for the entire line of time, the entire interdimensional codes of time. You're changing that one thought structure at a time. So now you're transcending these lower lines. So what is it you want to create? We've said this for years. Where do you want to end up? What is your end goal to be? If it is to resurrect your eternity, then that's where you will be. If it's just to complain and whine and carry on in the old victimhood way of being, then that's how you can plan your life out to be. So, cosmically speaking, we are arranging and dearranging a lot of our signs of time. A lot of our delinquent lines are passing through the eye of the needle. That's what I'm hearing. And others are transcending through the eye of the looking glass. And many things will come to pass when you look into your looking glass. So this is for your future. What do you want it to be? How do you want it to shape up? Shape up or ship out? I think that's what it is. So these are cosmic reaches of lines of time into the third dimensional mind. We're seizing these opportunities to transcend time. We don't have to be caught in a lower line of time. We can transmit the thought waves to create a new line of time, which is much more sublime. And you'll have an easier time. Again, it's nothing that we haven't shared with you before. But now is the time to transcend the lower mind, the lower line of time. Because as you think, you create a structure of thought. And these structures of thought can be detrimental to you or your health and your wealth, or they can transmit thought waves of a higher frequency of light to bring you back into your higher insight and oversight, where you will be treated all right. That's where you can finally create the higher visionary glances that you've had for so long. So this is the in-between state. I'm hearing it as wait. So I've been feeling that. It's kind of like it's dull and boring and stagnating, kind of sort of to me, just waiting. I get the picture of a woman in the final last days before the baby is birthed. And those are really, they seem like they drag on forever. Like when, I'm ready. When is this baby gonna pop or come out? When can I feel the release? I can't take it anymore. It's too much. Baby's too heavy to carry it any longer. I can't even bend over and tie up my shoes. I have to get someone else to do that for me. Because the baby carries such a weight. So that's our new Stargate. So we're going to wait before we get through our new Stargate or birthed into our new gate of light. It's a recipe for turning us into great delight. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We are speaking to you from our higher angelic might. We are inducing codes of light for you to feel all right. That's all I'm hearing. I guess that's our message for today. About tomorrow. If I get more information, I will come on again tomorrow, but I don't know until tomorrow. So take full advantage of these energy rays now, these new cosmic rays that are on your planet and on your world now. Take advantage of them, transcend the old timelines, and come into your higher divine line of time. That translates as meaning a new way of thinking, a new vibrant structure of light created from your thought waves. Right? So as you think, so you create. And when there are a certain percentage, a certain number of you where you get all of those thoughts in the same structure, you will create your new wavelength of time, which is of the higher divine mind. where you will prosper and feel just fine. So just a quick note here, the retreat is definitely on for Saturday, October 25th, 2025. And there are only a few spots left. It's been filling up quickly. So if you do want to find out more information, I'm not the organizer, I just work there. You can check the link in the description box below this video. Go right to the bottom where there's a link to my Facebook page called Healing Our Energy. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find the posts, like they're little posters telling you all about it. I posted the itinerary of what's going on that day, so you can get an idea. If you do want to join, then you'll have to go through the lady who is looking after all of this. It's not me. Okay, but if you do need any help, you can contact me, email me if you need some help with that. If not, go directly to her and book it there. So the website, my website is www.healingourenergy.ca if you wish to book an appointment in September. We got a lot going on, a lot to talk about if you're wanting or requiring some extra energetic help. That's what we're here for. All right. Take care of yourselves and others. Have a blessed day. Love you always. Bye for now.